Hi, Tom from bknutrition.com. Today's video is a little bit of a different video. I'm in the kitchen, in my kitchen, going to show you how to cook the perfect omelette. Now that's not my words. When I have posted the pictures of my omelette that I sometimes have for breakfast, I always get a lot of questions from people saying, how do you get it so perfect? Now I didn't think it was that perfect an omelette. I've been doing it for 10-15 years or so I suppose it is quite decent. I do like omelettes, and a lot of people have said that they stick to the pan or they can't get it right or it's runny or whatever else. So I thought I would do a video to show how I cook my omelette. Hopefully this will give you some advice on how to cook your perfect omelette as well. And this is a breakfast I normally have, so also it's sort of a little bit of a, I suppose, nutrition-y type video. So for this recipe, if you can call it that, it's just cooking some stuff. You will need some eggs. I like free-range eggs. I have bagels for my breakfast, so I have one bagel cut in half. I also have a yogurt. This is Activia, but you know, any digestive enzyme, bacteria, yogurt will do. And also, this is not like a secret ingredient. I use like Frylight spray for the pans. Now I was using olive oil Frylight spray for a while, and then one day they didn't have any, so I had to buy coconut oil. And actually I quite like the taste of the coconut oil. I'm not doing it because coconut oil has some magic property that loses fat or whatever else people say it does. I just like the taste of it. So this is the sort of the spray oil for the pan. And one of the sort of secrets, Tefal pan. Absolutely, the Tefal make the best pans for cooking with. I used to have a Tefal ActiFry as well, and that was awesome. But Tefal pans, I've tried a lot of different pans over the years because I'm a bit of a bodybuilding cook, chef person, I suppose. And Tefal pans always are the ones that last longest and generally give me the best results in my food. This video is not endorsed or sponsored by anybody. This is just the stuff I use. So I'm going to go through it. This is not going to be a continuous video like normal. I'm going to cut through and do different areas because I've got to move the camera around and everything else. So sorry about that. Try to keep it authentic as possible, but if I don't move the camera, you won't see what I'm doing. So let's go through the next bit. So I always use a bowl for breaking up and scrambling the eggs before I put them in. Now sometimes I have an omelette, sometimes I have scrambled eggs. The routine is the same. I always put it into a bowl and whisk it up. I never whisk it in the pan like you see some people do that, but I found that if you whisk it in the pan, generally what happens is you get more sticking to the sides, and that's not helpful. So I always use a little bowl. Ooh, there you are, there's some action for you. Whisked up for about, I don't know, 30 seconds in a bowl. Alright. Hey, that's enough, that's all you need. So one of the secrets I've found is that you've got to let the pan get really hot before you do your omelette. What most people do, or I've seen people do the mistakes of, is they just put the pan on and then put some spray in, and then they will put the eggs on top of it, and you've got to let the spray give it time to evaporate, so that the coconut oil thing or whatever gets onto the pan. Now I have cooked omelettes without the spray, and it does sort of work fine. It's a non-stick pan, so you probably don't need to spray it. However, I'm a creature of habit, so that's what I do. So if you spray a couple on there, I think it's about 1 calorie per spray, so that's about, I don't know, 7 calories, something like that. So you've got to wait for the pan to heat up, wait for it to get really hot, wait for all the white bits to disappear. Okay, so once all the white bits are gone and you can see the pan's hot enough, use your hand to just test that, don't burn your hand. Get your mixture and then just pour it on there. And when you cook an omelette, you have to think about how you would cook a pancake. So you need to get it all the way around the sides. We're going to create a little lip there, and you'll see why in a minute. So you pour it around there, make sure it goes over the center, put it back in, put the heat up a little bit so it cooks a little bit. Now, what the problem most people find when they're doing omelettes is that they allow this to cook too much and then the underside is burnt. So we just want to make sure there's enough cooking, enough sort of solid material, I suppose, here, so that then we can start flipping the omelette to make sure it cooks evenly through. So the reason why we did this little lip along the side here is so that we can do this and keep the liquid moving around, so it's not just sat there. And this allows the temperature to spread easily and evenly over the omelette. So then once it's starting to cook, we can go around the sides here with our little spatula thing. And see the edges are starting to curl up there a little bit. And what this means is as it's cooked there, and we can turn the heat down a little bit, and we can actually get under the omelette and we can flip it over. Now why we do this is so that if we flip it over, look, any of the little bits that is left in the center we can push out to the side, and when it touches the side of the pan it becomes cooked again a lot quicker. So then because I'm right-handed, I have to do this. If you're left-handed, obviously it won't be much of an issue, but you probably will have flipped it the other way, so you probably will have to turn it around. So once you're in that position there and you've got that little bit of solidness here, move it around, tip the pan, flip it over, so that now you can see on the underside that's cooked quite nicely. And now we've tipped it over and all the extra bits we pushed out to the side, and now we can see we're pushing, nothing's coming out. So then to make sure the center is cooked, we then cut it through the middle like that, push it down again so nothing else is coming, give it another little flip for luck. You can see that that's pretty much cooked, and that is done. So take it to a low heat. We get our plate onto there, onto there. Turn the pan off so you don't get cold. Okay, so I cooked the omelette and then I did my bagels, and hopefully you can see that the omelette and the bagels are part of an excellent breakfast. If you wanted to reduce some of the calories in the breakfast, I used 4 whole eggs. I like getting the eggs and the fat from eggs, so you don't have to put 4 full eggs in. You can just put 2 eggs and then 2 egg whites or whatever. You don't have to have a whole bagel. You can have a half a bagel or a bagel thin. So you can adjust it if you are, say, a smaller woman or a larger guy. You can add more bagel, add more eggs, whatever, take eggs out, take bagel out. The premise of cooking is the same. As long as you stick to that method, you should get, hopefully, a perfect omelette every time. Now, some other tips you can do. I've had omelettes where I've put some spinach in the middle of the omelette before I folded it over. That's quite nice for a little bit of a change, get some greens in. Also, when I was dieting for shows, I used to have a peri-peri chicken omelette quite a lot. And the way you do that is that you cook some peri-peri chicken beforehand, chop it up very finely, and then before you flip it over, you put the peri-peri chicken in the middle. It's already cooked, so you don't cook it in the omelette. You already cook the chicken, and then you put it in the middle and fold it over, and that creates a very low fat, high protein meal or snack if you wanted. It's quite low calorie as well. So some options there for you. Hope you enjoyed that video. I'll put a close-up in a second just after I finish talking. If you found this video helpful and you want some more cooking things, I'm not no master chef, but I'm quite happy to do videos of how I cook my meals if it would help you. At no point me doing the videos if it's not going to help you. So if you do want more videos like this, please put in the comments and I will do some more, because I'm quite happy to help and share what I do if it helps you. So here's a close-up of the meal. Hopefully that's what yours looks like after you've cooked it. Keep trying. If not, just a little bit more practice and you'll get it right. Okay. Thanks.